What's going on, Ghost Squad? Trey here with Ghost Tactical here at the range at the beautiful Cleveland County Shooting Club here in beautiful Heber Springs, Arkansas. And today we're going to do a drill that I found over at Ronin Tactics. And if you guys are familiar with Tulam, he's a badass Green Beret Sergeant Major, retired, was just a really good dude, but he also does some great instructions. And one of the drills that I really have come to liken with a rifle, whether it's a PCC, whatever you're going to use for home defense, okay, or self-defense, this drill is going to be great. And what it is basically you're going to zero your rifle or your PCC or your AR pistol, whatever it is, you're going to zero it. And it doesn't matter if you're using a 25-yard zero, a 36-yard zero, a 5,200 yard, or a 100-yard zero. It shouldn't matter at all what you zero it is. Personally, I use a 36-yard zero for home defense, but it doesn't matter what you use for that zero. The idea is in a home defense, self-defense, you have a certain amount of spacing depending upon the scenario that you might have to be relatively precise with your shot. That being said, is this: if you're going to aim center mass with your dot or whatever reticle you're using right here at 7 yards, if you're doing a 25, 36, 5,200, 100 yard, it's not going to hit right there at 7 yards, which is 21 feet. So the drill is on the number one, we're going to aim center mass at the one and see where it is. Typically it's going to be, you know, about an inch or two, sometimes more depending on your zero, but it's going to be much lower than where you aim point of aim, point of impact, because it starts coming out flat before it starts on the trajectory of that projectile. So it's going to be low. So what you have to do is, if you aim center mass on here, then what you need to do is find out where your hold is. How far is it? Is it 1 inch? Is it 2 inches? Is it 4 inches? What is that hold? So then you know now for the rest of them, for number two, let's say it's 2 inches. So here, I'm going to probably have to aim up here to hit this number. For this one, you're probably going to have to aim up here to hit that number, so on and so forth. So it's nice to know with this drill what your hold is with your setup. No matter what you zero it, you need to know what that absolute hold is to get a very precise shot. Now, if you're not interested in getting very, very precise shots and you're just worried about hitting that silhouette and you're worried about hitting and ending that threat, then you may not like this drill. But if you're looking for that drill just in case, you have to have that precise shot. It is nice to know what your hold is for that particular setup with your scope and your optic. So let's have some fun and see how it goes. Okay, so let's kind of take a look at what's going on here. So we took our first shot at the one and hit down here, one of these two. So I knew that made it easy for the rest of these bottom numbers is kind of my hold is right there at the numbers for the bottom one. So it's going to be about 2 inches, 2.5 inches. So I started, the next one would be number two. So I held here, hit there, kind of aimed about right here for the 3, hit right there, aimed here for the 4, here for the 5, 5 for the 6. I will take that grouping right there anytime, any day, understanding that if I need a precise shot, knowing now that my hold with the way that my optic is set up for 36-yard zero, knowing that my hold is about 2.5 inches above where I need to be at 7 yards is going to really help me in case I have to have that kill shot, that headshot where they might have someone hostage and you've got a very small space to hit, whatever the situation may be. That kill shot, I know that my hold is about 2.5 inches higher than the point of impact at 7 yards. Now, once again, that's only going to run for my setup. Even though you have a 36-yard zero, you know, my buddy Lance with Golf VX over there has a 36-yard zero as well. Now, his barrel length is a little bit shorter than mine. We might be running different grain 223. His point of aim for a point of impact here was almost at the top of the paper. Once again, there's a lot of variables that you have to go in, so don't just go by what my hold is, what Lance's hold is, or anybody else's. Get out with your rifle. If you're gonna zero your rifle, then also when you get out there, make sure you know what your holds are. And the reason why you can do this for any yard, whether it's 3 yards, 25 yards, whatever it is, the reason why I chose 7 yards is that is the quote unquote home defense, self-defense shoot. So at 7 yards, which is 21 feet, I wanna know what I need to hold if I had to hit that precise kill shot. So guys, I hope this helped. Get out there, be more proficient, get some training out there. Understand not only what your rifle can do, but what it needs to be done with your rifle under certain situations. If you're out there and you want to be that warrior that's going to defend you and your family, make sure that you're well prepared for all scenarios. Yes, your zero might be great, but what if you're not at that yardage that you've zeroed it at? You need to know what the holds are. So guys, get out there, like I said, be safe, get some training, get some range time, be proficient, be efficient with your weapon system. More importantly, have fun at the range. Till next time, Semper Fi.